What's up? This is Dylan Brooks from the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm on the three-point conversion.
Playing, so for them to get in there and turn the game up like that, it's awesome to see. I think I just, I try to go out there and, like I said, play as hard as I can. And I think, good results happen when you put in the work. So for me, I felt like there were a couple more I could have hit tonight. I got a little bad bounce on one of them threes, but for me, I'm just going to keep shooting with confidence, no matter if I'm missing, if I'm making. It's just who I am. I shoot the ball because I know how much work I put into it, in the off season. So, that's just I think that's what the team expects of me. When I'm open to shoot the shots, and I'm going to continue to do that. I really try to attack it the same way. I think when you're on a bench, you get a couple minutes to kind of read the game, feel the game. And obviously, I wasn't really used to coming off the bench, being that, I really never came off the bench in college, only a couple of times throughout my 4 years. So for me, I think I can play both. Obviously, I know I'm going to be, if I'm going to be coming off the bench in the regular season, and I know I can really attack that role, by being a guy who can come in with a lot of energy and make a positive impact. So I think, and obviously I feel like I score in bunches. So when I get in there, I can go in there and heat up, and that's just, what I'm expected to do. So, and starting, as a leader, as a guy who started all 4 years in college, you love to start the game off, get an early feel for the game, get to feel it out. So either way, I just attack it the same way with the same mindset. Oh, he was amazing. When we didn't have Cade, we needed another guard to be able to facilitate and move the ball and score the ball. And he stepped up and did a really, really good job. And he kept us afloat. Sometimes when our offense wasn't going right, he was making the right play, making good passes, making threes. He was all over the place. I just, from the first day I got to Detroit and I practiced with him, I was extremely surprised. I had heard about him and watched him play, but he really was one of the people that impressed me the most in terms of the first practices. And so it's really good to see him out there going and doing his thing, because he's a high level player. I know for sure that I'm coming out here with the one mindset is to win, and I'm trying to help my team win in any way I can, and I want to show everybody that I'm a guy who can help a team win in the NBA. And obviously this is summer league, but I feel confident I can have this positive impact on my team in the regular season as well. So whatever role it means, I know for me it doesn't matter. I'm going to get to where I want to go because I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I feel like I'm just really grateful and blessed that the Detroit Pistons took a chance on me when obviously 51 other picks passed on me. Yeah, no, he provides something a little different. Obviously he is extremely athletic, for a guard, and he can go dunk on your big. So when you get him in a situation going downhill to either hand, but especially his right hand, he can go up there and finish that, which is something, obviously Cade can do and Killian can do as well, but that's kind of his specialty. And I think they're all different. I think you got Saban, who's really going hard, crashing it, feeling it out from there, seeing the drive first, then seeing his options. You got Cade, who's kind of feeling it off the ball screen, seeing different areas of the floor and really feeling it out. And Killian's kind of similar to Cade in that way, but all of them do a really good job in that pick and roll, and that's what point guards in this league have to do. But it's really awesome playing with point guards at this level. Obviously, I had great point guards in college, but when you get to the NBA, NBA level point guards, the way they read the pick and rolls, it's really easy. They make it easy on the bigs, and we just got to sit there and set good screens for them. And so I've been working on that a lot in terms of my footwork going into the pick and roll, just because I know if I can get them a head start and ahead of their guy, we're going to score. So I'm going to continue to work on that and do my part in the pick and roll. But, those guys are amazing. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, at first, obviously, was the weight loss, changing that. But, within the weight loss, the work I was doing, I wasn't just, running up and down trying to cut weight. I was working on, lateral movement, different cuts. And I was training like almost like a running back, working on the ladder, doing stuff like that, working on, that stuff. And, my trainer, Gibson Performance Training, he works with a lot of running backs and DBs and everything, Saquon Barkley, Chase Young, guys like that. So for me, he has a really good mindset for me in terms of working on those kind of movements. And for me, obviously, I'm not comparing myself to those guys, but I think, I'm trying to get better at that. And so if I can continue to try to maximize my potential as an athlete, I think that's going to take me further in this game. It's really everything, I'm not very good at that. That's obviously, it's not my strength. God didn't give me the ability to really move and be agile. So I'm just trying to work on all of it, the side to side, the going, changing direction. When we get a stop, we got to go to the other end, trying to beat guys down the floor. And I think a lot of it for me that I've always felt like I can, be able to deal with it is just running harder. Guys, every guy in the NBA in the world is going to beat me in a sprint on a 3-quarter court. I know that. But are they going to run that fast in a game? No, I'm going to run that fast. I'm going to run as fast as I can every time down, and that's what's going to beat me down the court for them. And so that's what's going to allow me to play is I got to go so much harder than them. So I'm going to continue to work on it. And, every offseason, during the season, every time I can, I'm going to work on that and obviously work on everything else in my game because I know that if I continue to work on that, it's just only going to help me. Appreciate it.
Cade, anything for us on Zoom?
Nah, we're good. We're all set, Luka.
Just stepping up and being there for my team, leading the young guys, and just whatever I needed to do to get a win, just do that. I feel like I had a couple more turnovers than I would like. Just continue to try and take care of the ball, make the right reads, and then defensively be a little more aggressive. Yeah, definitely. In this off season, I've put in a lot of work, a lot of hours on my shooting, and that's a aspect of my game that I definitely want to improve on. And incorporate everything. I know I'm gonna see a lot of unders, so that's a lot of shots that I worked on. Standstill also, but a lot of different shots and just all variations with shooting. It's been great. He's a great leader for his age. He sees the floor well, high IQ, very skilled. So he definitely makes the game easier being out there with him. It definitely feels great. I'm very blessed and grateful to be here. And I'm just excited to continue to get to work and continue to grow out here in Detroit.
Anything for us on Zoom?
Anything from our people on Zoom? No, we're all good. Thanks, Sam.
Appreciate y'all.
What did you see from Saban Lee tonight? Obviously, with Cunningham and Cade out, you gave him an opportunity to step in and kind of be that primary guy.
Saban's done a great job of preparing himself each day. He works extremely hard. Weeks leading into summer league, he put a lot of time in during our voluntary workouts. He would come back at night. And I just saw him taking that next step, stepping in for guys. We told before the game, hey, there's going to be some guys that are getting a little more minutes than they have. And I thought he and the rest of those guys really stepped in and were prepared to play. Yeah, he's definitely been putting a lot of time into it, but shooting is something that takes time. It's not an overnight success that happens with guys. That's years, summer after summer, and he's a guy who's willing to put the time in. And I like the progression that he's making, and I know he still has a ways to go, but he will put the time in to get there. I've really been impressed with Marco and his approach, his work ethic. One thing I've been touching on him with each day is just trust your work. Trust your work. You put the time in. There's no need for the bright lights to come on and you don't trust it. And I think he's been embracing that throughout the week. In each game, you just see him a little more comfortable with his shot, a little more comfortable being aggressive, attacking the rim. And I'm really excited to just see how he progresses and develops. I think Spencer and a lot of those guys were a byproduct of us passing the ball, right? I think our first game we had 11 assists, tonight about 25. He's another player, puts the time in, very professional, didn't play a lot our last game, never put his head down, was always energetic on the bench. So you love to see guys who are professional and approach it the right way every day, get results.
Anything for us on Zoom?
Yeah, I got one from James Edwards.
Hey, JD, to go back to Saban's shooting a little bit, it seems like he's shooting it. There's more decisiveness there, more confidence. Have you noticed that as these weeks have gone on, that he's just kind of turning the corner and getting up that shot maybe a little quicker than he had as a rookie?
Yeah, I definitely think the confidence stems from his work. When you put the time that he puts into his shooting and his overall game, you start to feel a little more confident. And then obviously, when you get a couple shots to go in and you see some results go your way, that confidence takes another step. But again, it's a long process. He's a player that's willing to put the time in. So I'm excited to watch where he is and where he's going to end up.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, JD.
Appreciate it, fellas.